I haven't done anything yet. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Marge Feuerstein, and had the honor of being the co-chair of the festival for quite some years now. And the thing that I do is, those of you who have hung in all these years know, they see Marge go on the stage and they know she's going to ask for money. And they're right. But I think I owe you a why do I do it? I do it because the first time my late husband and I came to hear a concert right at the beginning under a big white tent, I stood here in tears, well, there in tears, because someone had brought classical music to Shandelee. It was like the cherry on top of a hot fudge sundae. We don't eat those anymore, but we don't eat anything anymore. But I couldn't believe that's what was happening. And I very quickly got involved with it, and very shortly after my late husband died. And I wanted to memorialize this very lovely man in some way. And I called Dan and I said, what does it cost to sponsor a kid? Because we had kids studying on the grounds then. And he told me, and I got together with my husband's big family, and we started a scholarship, which has morphed over the years to a fund. It's helping to, for the concerts. So that's why I'm here, because I have been involved with Shandelee for a very long time, and I cannot even convey to you how important I feel what we do that contributes to the cultural life of Sullivan County. This is a wonderful musical festival. It's wonderful performers doing high-grade music and everybody, it's just exposing people to all kinds of things they might never even get to hear or see. But it takes a lot of money to put on a festival. Most of you know that nothing goes on with just the sale of tickets. That doesn't do it. It isn't enough. So what can you do? You can make a contribution. We never turn down money. You can become a member of the family on different levels, whatever you're comfortable with. If you have a corporation, if you have a business, if you have a service in the county, you can be a corporate sponsor, or you can do what I do, which is establish a fund. I had promised Dan 5 years. It's now 26. I don't know, somehow I can't stop things. Anyway, but those are the things you can do to keep this alive. 30 years. I hope it can survive another 30 years. I doubt if I will, because I'm going to be 90 in December. But I it's just good luck and DNA, folks. Anyway, but the point is, I hope it continues, and you can help do that. And so that's my pitch for the day. And welcome, welcome to the last concert of the year in our 30th year. And now I'd like to introduce our founder and president and chairman of the board, Daniel Stroud.
Welcome, everybody. We could not do what we do without you. In your attendance, in your membership, corporate sponsorships, we appreciate everything that you can do. Please, if you're not a member, you can join at any level, like Marge said. Marge, thank you so much. It's my incredible pleasure. I'm a little emotional. This is the last concert of our 30th anniversary. But this concert that you're going to hear is going to be nothing short of miraculous. Honestly, I've never heard a cello quartet. Have you? So I am really excited to welcome them, and I want you to enjoy this, our last concert of our 30th season. The Colorado String Quartet. Welcome.
for that. It is truly our pleasure to be here and to present this program to you all. We are the Colorado Cello Quartet. How many have heard of cello quartet before? Everyone raise their hand! Well, it's a pretty unusual ensemble, right? But it's such a wonderful, versatile ensemble, and we feel like we can really do anything with this kind of thing. So we love it. But who we are, so Alice Yu and I, Matt Zelkin, we're married, and we are based in Denver, Colorado. And David Ricchiro and Meta Weiss are also married and are based in Boulder, Colorado. And we've been friends for a very long time. We've known each other in various circumstances. The music world is really quite small. But we really started playing together mostly during the pandemic, when we found that, like so many musicians, our concerts were canceled, and we were in a pod in the Denver Boulder area, and we realized, wait a second, it's almost too silly not to put something together. You know, we have to do this. And we just had the best time, and we felt so fortunate that during the COVID pandemic we were able to still make music and make some recordings. But anyway, I'll stop rambling and announce the next piece on the program, which is probably familiar to many of you, the Meditation from Massenet's Thais. This is an intermezzo in Massenet's opera Thais, and often, it was originally scored for violin and accompaniment, and here will feature David Ricchiro and Meta Weiss. Thank you so much.
The next piece we're going to play for you is by Claude Debussy. This is arranged by Aurélien Sabouret, and it's in English, The Girl with the Flaxen Hair. This is after the poem by Le Comte de Lisle, and it's actually from Debussy's first book of preludes. It's prelude number 8. It's very, very short, but it's kind of Debussy at the height of his impressionistic period, and it's very dreamlike and wistful, has lovely melodies and really rich harmonies, and very similar to impressionistic paintings. The more you look, the more you see, so I hope you enjoy.
So when we were putting this program together, we must have had a communal, the chemistry in quartet is so good, we all spaced on the idea of how important Bach is to cellists. So we wanted to actually add one piece to tonight's program, the Sarabande from the D major cello Bach suite, the final suite. And this movement is a classic in the cello world, but also this arrangement is was done by a very special cellist, Colin Hampton. Colin Hampton was the founding cellist of the Griller String Quartet, which was really a pioneering English quartet that came to the States, especially the West Coast, back in the second half of the 20th century. Collaborated a lot with composers like Bloch. But also, Mayta and I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and Colin Hampton was kind of the grandfather of the cello world in the San Francisco Bay Area, so it's very meaningful to get to play this transcription by somebody who was, I think we met him maybe when we were 8 and 9, something like that. So a few years have passed. So this is the Sarabande to the D major suite. And after that, to finish out the first half, there will be an intermission after the Tonsman. The two movements for cello quartet by Alexander Tonsman are one of a few pieces tonight that are actually originally composed for cello quartet. Tonsman was, like so many great instrumentalists and composers of the first half of the 20th century, forced to flee Europe during World War II. And with the help of many artist friends, including Charlie Chaplin, he found himself in Hollywood, kind of in that golden era of Hollywood, or he's part of that time frame. He's a Polish-French composer, and I think you'll find kind of two moods in this piece, neatly divided by the movements. The first is singing and atmospheric, and certainly plays into this texture of cello quartet, how we blend our sounds. And the second movement is as virtuosic as it gets for cello. So we hope you enjoy.
introduce them. Brendan Gully, our video audio technician. John Bernstein, our Youth and Outreach Program Director. Karen Lennon, my executive assistant. Her daughter, Allie, box office manager. Our publicist, Carol Montana. Lana Ivanov, our artistic director. And all our junior staff that help you park, help you find your seats. And this is not all. There's more behind the scenes. But anyway, I wanted you to know what wonderful staff we have. Thank you. Thank you.
That arrangement of the slow movement from the Haydn F major quartet, Opus 20, number 5, was actually done by our very own Alice Yu. The next piece we're going to play for you is done by another cellist. He's an Australian cellist, a friend of ours, Rohan DeCourt. And it's sort of a mashup of all sorts of fun things that cellists like to play. So you'll hear a little bit of Don Quixote. You're going to hear a little bit of Nat King Cole's Nature Boy. And then you might hear some salsa. Maybe just listen carefully. So I hope you enjoy.
arranging for each other, writing all this wonderful cello quartet repertoire. This piece is written by a fellow cellist named Paul Wianco, who is now currently the new cellist of the Kronos Quartet. He's a dear friend of ours. He wrote this piece, this is Opus 1. It's very fitting for a cellist to write, for four cellists. And it's inspired by Benny King's Oh, When the Night. When I asked him about writing this work, he said he likes to make things sound harder than they are, and it's really fun for cellists to play. He said that should be the ratio. This piece we love dearly, and we're really grateful that he wrote this piece. It's in the repertoire. There's a lot of new sounds and sonorities and techniques in this work that you may not hear in all the other works tonight. So he's sort of forging ahead and creating sort of a new kind of repertoire for us. And I really, really hope you enjoy this. Thank you.
Thank you.
And for the last piece on tonight's program, a very famous cellist in the cello world, maybe famous for the wrong reasons. David Popper is best known for his high school of etudes for cello, which many cellists grow up dreading, but also there are some fantastic and very targeted exercises. But as a soloist, as a performer, and as a composer, David Popper really is one of the icons of cello history. And this Polonaise de Concert is a perfect example of that. There's charm, there's virtuosity, it's beautifully balanced within this group. This is a transcription by Sebastian van Eck, but also we, as a quartet, tinkered with it a little bit ourselves because every cellist kind of wants to put their stamp on it. So we hope you enjoy.
Convinced us to stay. This is a piece that many of you will probably recognize, Humoresque by Antonin Dvorak. We were stunned at the beauty of this place coming up here. We want to thank the host so much for having us and just and we hope you enjoy this very charming encore.